Okay, today we're going to do our last side of our booklet. So go to the back side, and we are going to do spheres. Spheres are like sports balls, globes, earths. They're round. That's what a sphere is. It's not just a circle, it's a sphere. It's an object. Remember, we're drawing objects. So, to start with, your first step is to draw a circle. Now, when you draw your circle, you need to try and draw lightly, and you're going to make small curves, small arches, and you're going to continuously turn the paper so that you can always see where you're drawing. Keep turning the paper. And you'll end up with a fairly good round circle. Don't worry about that line that comes in there. If you're drawing light, you don't have to worry about it. It'll disappear when you shade. So step 2 is to draw your moon. Now, for the first one, our light is going to come from the above right. So our moon has to go on the right side. Not all the way on the edge, though, please. It's towards the right, and it curves like a crescent moon curves towards the right. The moon stays white. Everything around the moon is going to get a light value. So I'm going to go back to using my stud of my pencil, and very lightly, I'm going to shade everything in. If you cross into your moon a little bit, that's okay. If you drew your lines light enough, it should disappear, and you should just have a shape. It doesn't have to be a perfect crescent moon shape. See how I'm crossing into my moon a little bit? It's not going to hurt anything. I do want you to try to be neat around your edges. Remember, this is light. So light goes all the way around that crescent moon shape. Okay? Then, starting at about here, I'm going to do another layer for my medium. I'm going to go side to side over here, and it doesn't have to end up in a perfect straight line on that edge. See, I kind of get it zigzagged a little bit. It helps it make that shape of roundness. And I'm going to take that all the way back here. Try to be neat on your edges of your sphere. So this is light, and this is medium. And now I have one more layer to do, and it's going to be dark. Over on the left-hand side, kind of zigzag that edge a little bit so that it doesn't end up with a straight line. Just has to be the darkest. It doesn't have to be real dark, just the darkest of the three. So there's your first sphere. We have white inside the crescent moon, light all around the crescent moon, then a medium, and then a dark. Now we're going to do the same thing, this time in colored pencil. And the light's going to come from the above left. So, step 1, I'm going to draw my circle by turning the paper. Step 2, my light's coming from the above left, so I need a moon. Crescent moon over on the left side, curved out towards the left. Remember, you're drawing lightly. Now, using the side of my pencil, I'm going to do a light value all around that moon. I'm going to leave the moon white. If you drew light enough, your line should disappear into the shading. I didn't because I needed to draw darker so you could see it. Try to keep it even and all the way out across that whole circle right now, except for the moon shape. Okay, so there's my light. I'm going to leave some space between the moon and where I'm going to start my medium. So my medium goes in next. So I need another layer for my medium. I'm going to take that all the way to the right. And it doesn't need to end in a perfectly straight line. I can zigzag it a little bit right here. I'm getting a little bit darker at the top, so I got to make this just a little bit darker. And lastly, I put in my dark. I need one more layer for dark section. Try to make it an even value. Got darker at the top, so I got to go darker on the rest of it. Match it up a little bit. So it's white, light, medium, and dark.